Hello. So I don't know what is going on. MLF are I'm doing two different things here. We're trying different camera and audio deal. Anyway, MLF has left the door open for the Western guys, and that's what I'm primarily talking about. I mean, it pertains to everybody. FLW series schedules out and details, and a lot different than what was told to me, or from whatever inside source, information, hearsay. I thought it was going to be a lot more centric towards, there was going to be a little bit more of the Western influence, but they just kept it the same. So neither bad information, but not like really great information for us out here in the Western United States. The only thing positive I can think is, one, they stayed out here. Two, there's a pathway to get to this, to the big leagues, past the FLW tour or circuit, whatever they're calling it now, to the BBT. So that's a good thing. The schedules, here's the way I looked at it. I was hoping there were those three new divisions. One of them was going to be at least in the West, or the Plains would be actually in the Plains instead of just in Missouri and Arkansas. That's where they put those events, which I'd love to fish those events. Table Rock and Lake of the Ozarks, those are two great fisheries, but it's just a lot of travel, and the schedules just don't really line up. So me personally, it looks as though I'm probably going to end up going, one bass at a convenience, and just the organization's great. They run great tournaments and price, and then I'll try to fish these Westerns FLW series. But my plan is, from what I heard, there was going to be some more, these three new divisions. At least one of them was going to kind of be towards the West. I was going to try to double dip a little bit. But, barring financial obligations, that's pretty expensive, even $1,700 plus gas money, plus lodging. And that stuff, that adds up. But what's going to happen? What they did is they they already had their presence in these areas, and they just split some of the divisions up. I guess it does make it a little easier for guys that live out there. They don't have to travel as far to fish all these events. So I see that. That's awesome. In that regard, for us out west, it's the same drive, same long drives, same lakes. So it's going to be, sorry, my video just crapped on me. But anyway, back in business. So same long drive, same lakes for us out west. It's not a bad thing. There's, you're going to Havasu, Clear Lake, and the Delta. I mean, three great fisheries. It's going to be fun. And then, one bass has their Havasu, Clear Lake, and the U.S. Open. So I'm going to try to do that. On that note, it's one of the things I was looking at is, like, if the West is back, if you just look at the way the one bass or the U.S. Open, granted there's people from all over the world and some pros from all over the country that come there, but there was 254 boats, and there was more that showed interest, and the majority of those are from the Western United States. I mean, I don't think they're going to have an issue of getting 150 boats at a lot of these tournaments. In fact, what I've heard from what's going on Lake Havasu or Arizona Open and the Clear Lake Open for one bass, they're already halfway there, and way above what they normally are, and filling their quotas there. So that's 150 boats for those two events. And it looks like the U.S. Open's already got a lot of interest too. So, I mean, you could have put another series out here. But anyway, I digress. For me, I'm going to start talking more about, like, me trying to get back into tournament fishing, and then doing some reviews. So this is part of that. I'm going to try to do the series, FLW series, Western Division, and then I'll try to do one bass and see. I mean, financially, that's where I'm at. Those two trails. And even that's pushing it somewhat, but because it's still a long drive, out west. I mean, you're talking about going from Clear Lake or the Delta down to Havasu. And from where I'm at, I mean, those are still 20-something hour drives. Plus, fishing license, the gas to get there, the gas while you're there, the lodging. I mean, it's expensive. So you're talking about 6 events spread out over the year. It's, that's a, I don't know, $10,000, $15,000 obligation. Who knows? But anyway, that was the update. They came out that schedule. You can look at it at FLWfishing.com under the FLW series. There is 8 divisions now. They have the Eastern and the Plains, and I can't remember the other new one. It doesn't really matter. It's pretty much the same areas. They just split them up into little smaller divisions. So if you happen to live in the Midwest or East, chances are you'll have less travel time in those divisions. You might even be able to double dip. It's a really good opportunity for you. I could see if you live in that Missouri, Arkansas area, especially now that they split those up. So then you have the Plains division there. I mean, you got Lake of the Ozarks, Table Rock, and Dardanelle. I mean, you can fish those pretty easily and then go hit something else. So it's working out for you guys for sure. Anyway, talk to you later. Peace.